I literally carried it myself up the hill, because for several days now everybody is busy, or they don't have a car large enough, or the also shop cannot get me car because their delivery car is out of town for 1 week. But I can't wait because the weather forecast tells it's gonna be raining for 10 days since Tuesday, maybe even Monday. So before it begins raining heavily, I will install another place here, and this I turn around and have 2 here. So I got 1 more in the shop to carry up, but that's what it is. Plenty of friends, but nobody has the right car, and even taxi doesn't take these things. Talk to several big cabs, the drivers, and they say no, they don't deliver such things. I made a temporary fix with previously prepared metal cords, but it needs to be fixed better. When I come back with the second one, I'm gonna do a proper job here. Almost there with the second one, but I just need to take a break, especially when there are wind gusts. That's the only issue with carrying this stuff. When the wind blows suddenly, it's quite tough to keep it in place when you're alone. But anyway, 100 meters more, I guess I'll be there. Here it is, second one today, and third one in total. But I suppose I'm gonna buy 1 more, but another one will be bigger and heavier. This is only 20 kilograms, 20.5. Another one will be 28 kilograms, larger a little bit, but much heavier. I had no choice but to cut down this tree here. Well, actually it's plant, but when it grows a lot, when it looks like a tree. Anyway, these solar panels will look something like that, but I'm not sure I'm gonna connect these all 3 in parallel. Maybe only 2 to one power station and 1 to another one. If it doesn't work out, then here is the larger one for 1 power station. The smaller power station is 500, not 500, it's 220 max, and this peak solar panel output, which I haven't bought yet, is 560. So as the sun is at angle here always, never in direct, it's gonna only give 1/3 of power, on maybe half in some moments, but that's what my small power station needs. And these 3 give over 1000, but the power station accepts 1000 when they are all together, over 1000 little bit, but power station accepts only 400, so 1/3 will be perfect for this capacity bigger power station, because again the sun is always at an angle, it's never direct, so it never produces maximum capacity. I thought that I had a good idea to fix it with pipes, as here are holes, and it turned out to be not so good idea, because the holes are on different levels, so when the panels are not the same, so I cannot put them in parallel to fix them, because I also need to have access behind. So my idea was to put the cable here to attach there, so I can remove the panels a little bit, and they will be hanging from hooks there, so we wouldn't fall down the entire set of 3 panels if I put the cable from around the pipe. But now I have to rethink my plan. It's surprising, but it's not the same. Either it's the manufacturing mistake, or it's a different panel a little bit. One of these. So these panels have the same holes, same places, and last one is different. Now I began looking, and it turned out that this panel has different voltage. The amount of watts is the same, 340, not 350 as I said many times. 340 all of them, but this is 37.7 volts something, this is 38.1, and by pure luck I connected this one to one and these two to another one. So I can't even put them 3 in parallel because different voltage, that's not good. That little amount probably doesn't make any difference, but I better don't. So now I probably have to rethink how to do them. And these are the last ones. We could take back. I talked to them already. I could bring them back. But next option for me is only to buy the bigger ones, which are higher and larger, which already takes a lot of room, a lot of space. I mean, here it will be about 20 centimeters higher and 10 centimeters larger. So probably I'm stuck with these now. I can't even buy another one, or I have to bring all these back and get all of the different ones. With the help of some hooks and tricks, it appears that I'm succeeding one by one fixing them. This one I can pull to up there to a hook, but I need to get more wire. Another bag of cables. This is a strong one. I found a solution to make it stable. This one pulls, this one is providing support. I put it double type in many times over and tough, and that also double, even triple, so it wouldn't move anyway with the wind, and I can't tighten it very strongly. I mean these cables, because this is not flexible. If I tighten too much, the aluminum frame may bend a little bit, and it may leave a stress in, so I went just enough to provide support for wind, against wind, and I just look here if there is any wobble. Here I can see nothing, no bending, no stresses. So at all sides, even though it goes at a little angle, but it's better, then I can see also for any stresses all of the 3 panels. No apparent stresses. Middle one has a little bit bend, this one doesn't. So middle one underneath, why does it have bend? Anyway, I'm gonna sort it out. Just one corner, just to pull out a little bit. Actually, this shouldn't have a stress because this is the only corner which is open. All the rest, this is fixed, that I could access from behind. Only corner I couldn't access is this one. I can put a piece of wood behind to stop it floating or underneath, but maybe it's even better to leave this corner to avoid any stresses. Let me see, let me think. But anyway, that's the solution. I could pull there, up the hooks, with the help of some tricks. I could, with the help of a stick, I succeeded to make a sling and pull it over their hooks on the rock. So here are hooks holding two and holding two both sides, so they are all fixed. They don't move. This is normal little space because they are not equal. It doesn't have to be. A little bit of space can be for playing, for heat, because with heat it gonna expand a little bit. This is the corner I almost forgot to fix, but now we fixed this one as well. I looked on AI about thermal expansion of solar panel frames, and they say they usually put solar panels about 10 centimeters apart to have access also for cables. I don't have much space here for cables. I've done it already, so they say minimum 10 centimeters because we have 7 millimeters of expansion on 100 degrees Celsius. So I asked to recalculate for Madeira Island, and they said like on Madeira, where in my place from 10 to 40 degrees maximum Celsius plus, it means about 30 degrees difference, and I got the answer that in that case 0.7 millimeters is the expansion rate and 1 millimeter would be enough. And I measured between the solar panels. It actually has 2 millimeters between both of them. Now are set up such way, and plus it means that now as a summer it cannot expand much. It's completely safe because it's only gonna get colder now, and winter time the solar panel frame gonna shrink, not expand anymore. So I'm completely safe with 2 millimeters here. But it's only in case in Madeira. It's like other climates, like we have winters and colds, and when you install in winter, then you have at least 1 centimeter space to have thermal expansion space, not to break them. But in Madeira it's okay. Looks nice for me, so nothing more to tell, only to test in following days.